Another Wales derby here on Premier Sports. It's the South Wales Scorpions against the North Wales Crusaders. North Wales victorious in both of the games last year. South Wales then looking for their first victory in one of the newest derbies in rugby league in recent years. Not the newest, we've had a few already this weekend that we've never seen before. But South Wales Scorpions the host here in Neath at the Knoll for this Welsh derby this afternoon. Here come the sides then. South Wales Scorpions in the traditional home kit of black with the pink flashes. The North Wales Crusaders in all red. North Wales unbeaten so far this year. Didn't play that game against Hemel Stags last weekend. But 3 wins out of the 3 they've played in their Northern Rail Cup campaign. They'll be through to the next stages, barring an almighty upset in their final game, which they'll replay against Hemel. South Wales losing last weekend to Oldham. That ended their hopes of making the next stage of the competition as London Scholars look to go through from their final group game. But Brian, we've seen plenty derbies this weekend, and the Welsh derby none less than any other.
Well, you can change the personnel and you can change the venues and you can change most things, but when two teams have got a bit of a feeling, albeit a short history at the moment for the North and South Welshmen, you best believe they're going to get into each other. I'm really looking forward to the start of this game. We should see some heated tempers or heated action at least.
We're off and underway here then in Neath with the Crusaders receiving the ball, and already Simon Stevens right into the action, driving into the line on that 20-metre line. It's brought away by Lee Hudson at hooker.
Second. Move! Wait, lads, wait.
Hudson waits again.
Okay,
And left this time.
3. Move! Wait, lads, wait.
So has a look.
4. Hands out! Hold, lads. Okay.
Kick through. It's chased back by the South Wales Scorpions. Chris Lation on hand. It's driven back those strong legs from the visitors.
It was a good opening set from the North Welshman. Millsdale threading the ball through, perhaps not the better kick of his career, but certainly gives the North Walians the chance to get in front and impose their physical prowess on this Scorpions team.
Hold! On the mark, that's okay.
Samir Tarot, the first drive, coming even further now towards that 40-metre line, the South Wales Scorpions.
You don't get a second chance, 9 on the mark.
Been tight so far from both defences.
Leg lift, 5, release. Go.
Held on by Andy Gorski there from the North Wales Crusaders, and the kick this time from Millsdale. Sorry, it's Christian Hawkes with a kick.
Round 1 to the North Welshman. They got the better of the field position there in the territory, and I have to say this field's in great nick, isn't it? Even though the temperature's still only 4 degrees, they've managed to get the game on. It looks a great facility.
And a strong wind as well blowing here in Neath, in the backs of the North Wales Crusaders, favouring them in the first half, and might see those South Wales Scorpions kicks caught in the wind as they try to progress downfield. But there's Middlehurst.
Move! Hold, lads, hold, go.
Hudson again thought about going himself. Comes along the line.
Play ball, mate.
It's Rob Massam, 25-year-old. Ball's gone to ground. Play on, says the referee.
Yeah, it's the right decision as well. Batted the ball down and it went backwards. It's great recovery.
Lead.
Strong stuff from Hudson again. Helped out by Johnny Walker.
Move! Tackle 2. Wait.
Connor Farrer, the hooker for South Wales.
The 2 big guys, aren't they, the North Wales props? I think we've seen them already. They're physically imposing. You know, it's going to be tough, I think, for South Wales to hold those guys. And they've another couple on the bench. When you see Phil Bradish as well, he's a huge fella. And well, having said that, good ground here by the Scorpions.
Joe Burke with the offload.
Wait. Play your ball.
Now here's Farrer again. On this left-hand side, Dalton Grant, not the high jumper. The 22-year-old from Newport.
Wait, boys, wait. Go.
Good style, good athleticism.
10 for sure. care.
Taken underneath the sticks and missed the first man.
Held! Move! One, hold, boys, hold.
The one to watch for me as well in the North Wales side is Gary Middlehurst in the second row. I've seen quite a bit of him play. There's a little bit about Gareth Hock about him. He's explosive, he's quite fiery. Watch out for him, he'll play on that left edge out there today.
Wasn't he Rochdale's player of the year last year? Really.
Yeah, I saw him have a few tremendous games, Brian, where he took teams apart, but Scorpions defending superbly here. Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, they're standing toe-to-toe. I mean, you look at the two team sheets, and there's more recognisable players in the North Wales team, but South Wales showing that they'll be up to the challenge so far.
It's not about names, Gareth. You know that, and I know that. It's about who shows up on the day.
South Wales in with ball in hand this time. Strong drive through.
2. Move, Simon! Hold. On the mark.
Not halfway now.
Looking for a penalty as well.
Went forward first.
Along the line into Grant again. Tries to spin away from the arms of Christian Rowett, but can't get away.
Hold. Go. You want to move, Dalton?
Interception now on this right-hand side. And away goes Andy Moulsdale down this right-hand side. Dalton Grant isn't going to get there. And that's the first try of the game for the North Wales Crusaders. An interception in their own half. They lead by 4 points to 0.
Well, you didn't see it coming. I think the Scorpions were getting ahead physically. I think defensively they were showing, as a result of them having decent field position. And the intercept from Moulsdale was a killer blow for the Scorpions. He plucked it from the eye, plucked it from the air. Stephen Parry, I think, was trying to get the ball out to his winger. Didn't see Moulsdale loitering with intent. You could see Moulsdale looking and say, I'm going to pick this one out of the air, and he plucked it for a 4-pointer.
Yeah, they were disappointed, Scorpions, because as Brian said, they made a solid start there, and, you know, had that pass gone to their hand, there might have been a try at the other end. They've started well, but the mistake from Parry there, and Moulsdale was onto it straight away. He's looked pretty good so far for me as well at standoff. You know, he had a lot of experience in the amateur game, and that shows, I think.
Former Warrington man. He joint second top try scorer as well in the Northern Rail Cup so far this season. Now the extra 2 being lined up by Tommy Johnson. He's already got 16 goals to his season so far in those 3 Northern Rail Cup games. Looks good as well. Through the sticks they go. He was the top golden point scorer last year. That's Tommy Johnson. 2 more to his name for this season as well. And for the Crew, and the Crusaders lead by 6 points to 0.
Well, we all like the no-look pass, but I'm pretty confident he wished he'd looked this time, because Moulsdale just picked his pocket. Absolutely, you could see it coming.
So we've seen this Scorpions defence has been reasonable in these opening few stages. There's the Crusaders head coach in Clyde Griffiths, experienced coaching man. Pre-match meal, that maybe? Bag of crisps. First point of contact from the Scorpions was good. Looking for the offload, the Crusaders, though.
Move now! Go, play on. Second!
It's good tackle, number 2 from the visitors. Pops out to that left-hand side, and Gary Middlehurst. Strong legs, drives up to halfway.
Hold. Go.
John O'Smith around the back and onto Jamie Durbin. And out to Leon Brennan.
He's an imposing character, isn't he, Leon Brennan, with the big hair and the tall stature. One to look out for.
Gary Middlehurst flung around the back, manages to get the ball away. He's back on this right-hand side again. Christian Rowett looked to cut in and get away. Pounced upon by the black and purple shirts. The kick out from Massam. Underneath it is Brennan. Looks like it's knocked forward, though. It goes through the in-goal area. The referee is going to bring it back to the 10-metre line. Just says it'll be turnover ball.
Yeah, I think we saw in that set as well, North Wales' willingness to push the ball wide. I remember when Clive Griffiths first took over here, he said he wanted to play an entertaining brand of football at all points. And, you know, both sides of the field they moved the ball to then, and I think we'll see plenty of that this afternoon.
Scorpions ringing the ball away then. Crusaders will hope to keep him in there.
Second.
Doing well so far.
Hold, lads, hold. Go. 3.
By Hudson.
Hold.
Jono Smith, first point of contact there for the North Wales Crusaders.
4. Move.
2 red shirts helping him out as well. Connor Farrer, dummy half, then onto this left-hand side. Little step.
5. Move, Johnny.
Almost got away, did TJ Collin.
Foot on the ball.
This time the kick from Christian Hawkes. It's high into the sky. He doesn't really catch the wind this time either.
Okay.
Comfortable take. It's Tommy Johnson. He brings it away.
Okay. Second.
They're looking to
Move,
promote
lads.
the ball at every opportunity out in the North Wales.
Go.
Crusaders really want to be this progressive type of style, but there's a knock-on, surely.
Juggled forward a little bit, wasn't it?
It's definitely a knock-on.
Ash Bateman, the man from the Scorpions, who'd put the pressure on. As it is, though, Andy Gorski in possession for the Crusaders. A little dummy one way and into Jono Smith, who tries to cut in between those 3 Scorpions. Quickly closed down on him. There's now Massam. Just offloads the ball as well.
5. Move, Sam. Okay, that's
Takes it
okay.
on the boot.
Knocked on.
Can't quite regather.
0.
So the Scorpions pick up the ball and get their own reset tackle count. So
Held 0. Move, Leon. Go, milk it, Joe. Stand up and play it.
bringing away from dummy half, and Scorpions will hope to push the Crusaders back into their own half on this set of 6.
I tell you what, he's a willing worker, this Terrau. He's done, that's probably 6th or 7th drive in this opening gambit, so he's certainly putting his hands up.
He's a good man, isn't he, as well?
And the hooker looks tidy as well, Brian, doesn't he, around the rucks? He must be a young lad there, Connor Farrer, but he's been very tidy and active so far in the game.
Yeah, his passing's been crisp and just threatening a little bit here again, the Scorpions. It's first time they've been in this part of the field.
Johnino square. Okay,
A bit of rugby smart as well then, as Connor Farrer ran through. He's lost the ball.
So I've got to think about that. I don't mind people kicking for themselves, but I surely wanted to tell some other people around them where the ball's going to. Because if you get isolated, you end up, well, they get the ball back here. It's a great result for the Scorpions. And just finishing off the comment on the kick, I'd just like you to tip some people up to say that you're going to do that, so it makes the first defensive tackle a whole lot easier.
So a bit of momentum the going ways of the South Wales Scorpions. And a penalty to them as well. Here it is, the
Well, it's a one-on-one.
ball stolen away.
What's he done wrong there?
I'm not sure, unless it's ruled that the tackle was complete. That's the only thing I could think of, because it appeared to be one-on-one there by Dermond, didn't it?
20 metres out then. Referee just
Okay.
bringing him to the correct position. Using bodies as well. There's a hand in there, though, from Crusaders. Here's the Algerian prop as well.
Well,
Samir Taroy, front of the sticks.
Torre and Farah for sure have been their best players so far.
Steve Parry has a good look around, ducks under some tackles as well and gets away. Does Parry? Got options as well. Another interception, though.
What about that?
Tommy Johnson. Now back into Lee Hudson. Trying to kick the ball away again.
Moodale again.
Here's Brennan. Bit of momentum swinging away the Crusaders, and the referee is saying that the South Wales Scorpions are offside. Holds the game up, but
He's picked the pocket again from the same blow from Parry. Moosdale again, he's just, he must have him on a radar. He must have one of those laser beams attracted to the fire. Every time Parry gets the ball, I know where he's going to pass it. He's using the force.
Wonder if he'll start calling for it, Brian, if he gets any more success like that.
He doesn't need to call for it at the moment, does he? Just getting it given.
Move 11.
Puts the Crusaders then deep inside the Scorpions territory. Of course, Crusaders unbeaten this year. The ball runs to ground, it goes backwards, and the referee says there's a hand in there from South Wales as well, so we're back to 6. In runs Andy Gorski. And they reset themselves now, 20 metres out.
Andy. Go forward, Andy, just on the mark. First! Move 10 metres, Dalton.
Short numbers over here, screaming.
It's Hudson. Jono Smith. Can he barge his way over?
3, move left.
Couldn't quite get there.
Wait.
And in, seeing the ball away from Hudson. Cleanly did it. Just took his eye off the ball.
He smacked the ball down there. Now he must have adjudicated that he smacked it backwards, which he does. Play on. Good call, sir.
To relieve the pressure in South Wales again.
They've needed a couple of those, haven't they? And, you know, they've needed a couple of errors from the Crusaders, and he's managed to get them back in the field. He's managed to control the ball at the other end of the field. They look quite threatening, didn't they, the Scorpions?
Bringing it away from dummy half now.
Stand forward.
It's Joe Burke, the captain of South Wales, inside that Crusaders half.
Go.
The kick from Steve Parry. Chris Lation's underneath it, but also too is Stuart Reardon.
That's a great
On his
tackle.
back.
Great dominant tackle and a kick.
You've probably got the most experienced player against the least experienced player on the pitch there. This young lad for South Wales Scorpions. That's a great start for him.
Oh, 2 good tackles. Let's see if we can back their efforts up. Oh, what's happening here? What's that for?
You see the tackle there, driven back by Lation and Stuart Reardon. The pressure's been somewhat relieved on North Wales Crusaders. Penalty. Let's put him 10 metres as well. So interference and a bit of the use of the mouth, and now Crusaders with a foot on the accelerator from the 40 inside that Scorpions half. A strong run through from Ryan McDonald, who's on off the bench. There's Gorski. Hudson again, just having a look at the scene. It's Jono Smith, offloads it.
Release. Give me a ball, hold it, ball line.
Using the width of the pitch, it's squeezed through. It's going to be a touchdown over on the far side. Looks like Gary Middlehurst has got the ball down. The second try of the game goes the way of the North Wales Crusaders. They extend their lead to 10 points. And Gary Middlehurst, the man who's been identified by the team as one of the danger men, gets his name on the score sheet.
The Scorpions defence just wasn't quite aggressive enough. They've done for numbers, and it's an easy running for Middlehurst in the end. He slammed the ball down. That probably would have gone to the screen there, maybe just to check it, but the referee was confident in his decision. Middlehurst straight through. Gets rid of the...
Looks like he let go at the end there.
No, he was probably going to adjudicate the down. I mean, the referee's close enough. He probably knows better than we do.
Yeah, he's a strong player, Middlehurst, and they'll try and get him one-on-one like they did then with any players. You know, they'll fancy the chances against anyone if they can get him in those situations. And I remember John Stankovic, who had him at Rochdale, trying to get him a trial at London Broncos for this year. He thought he was that good that he could have a go in Super League, so he is a danger player, definitely.
Well, they had the numbers as well, which helps with a number of people. Durbin, the half-back, had a number of people to choose on the run there and give it the biggest and the strongest. Would be my tip as well.
So another attempt of a conversion for Tommy Johnson. Successful with the first one, which was wide out on this near side of the field. Missed the second kick, so 1 from 2 for him this afternoon. Got himself on the try-scoring charts as well in their last game against Rochdale. That was 2 weeks ago because of their final group game. But here we see the Gary Middlehurst again. The ball, it's a close one. Does he have downward pressure on there? I think Brian Nowell's thinking about that one again.
Well, I'm trying to be kind of the referee, to be honest. I think he dropped it.
was close, whichever way you look at it.
Time it.
So we're off, back underway. Steve Parry with the kick-off for the South Wales, who now trailing by that 2-try score.
I've just got a few.
Goes McDonald again.
For the Scorpions.
Gets the offload away as well. That's Rob Massam, 25-year-old Welsh international, born in Salisbury. A little dummy this time opens things up for Jamie Durbin. Offloads again, and here is Gary Middlehurst. Can he go down for 2 tries in 3 minutes? I think he can, and I don't think there's any mistake on whether he got that ball down. Referee Warren Turley says he did get the ball down, and 2 tries in quick succession for Gary Middlehurst, man signed from Rochdale for this season. And Crusaders now pushing further ahead.
Well, this is down to Durbin. He sees the hole in the line and takes it on. Sean goes straight through the line. Gary Middlehurst, like any good back row or outside player, supporting with support on his outside as well. And you're quite right. There's no way he was going to have any slight doubt about what he'd done there. But that was down to Durbin, the halfback. Bursts through and gets Gary Middlehurst away, which for him is an easy score. I was just a little bit worried about the Scorpions' defence in that last set, Gareth.
Yeah, I think so. They're definitely starting to get on top now, the Crusaders. And we talked a bit about experience before the game. Durbin's one of these guys with experience. He's been at Widnes and Warrington as a youngster, played quite a bit with Rochdale at this level, and then at Crusaders last year. Fantastic little bit of play from him there, and Middlehurst on hand again. And they definitely got the upper hand at the moment, North Wales.
Over to Tommy Johnson again. Has played in the centre as well, Tommy Johnson. And I thought that with possibly Stuart Reardon coming into the North Wales Crusaders side, that he might have gone back to the centres, but has stuck at full-back and on kicking duties as well. 2 from 3 for him. 16 points nil, the Crusaders lead. But here we see again, just a nice little step from Durbin, opens thing up, Middlehurst on hand, just charges through. No mistake in grounding the ball that time. Here's the South Wales Scorpions boss, Dave Clark. Had 3 of his first choice pick players withdrawn, now on dual registration with Wigan. One of them in particular, Ollie Olds, possibly playing for Wigan today.
Yeah, he's not had much luck with halfbacks this year, Dave Clark. He brought an Aussie lad over called Kyle Connor, who was expected to go well. He joined Workington without playing a game for him. Ollie Olds, as you say, injured today, and Sam Powell, who he brought in from Wigan, has gone back there today. So the 3 guys who would have hoped to have lead his team around, they're all missing.
2 tries for Gary Middlehurst, and then the first carry of the next set. He's got a bit of a whack on the head as well. Another break from Ryan McDonald.
Good luck.
It's just that element of the start's over now. We're 20 minutes in, and I just think the physical size of the Crusaders is just starting to take its toll in and around the middle, and not just getting as much time to set the defence of Scorpions, which is opening up opportunities for the halves and outside backs of the Crusaders.
Hold, lads,
They've
hold.
got 4 massive front rowers, haven't they? The 2 starting lads, and they brought on McDonald and now Bradish as well. There's as big a 4-sided props as you'll see almost anywhere, and it's going to be tough for them to handle those.
John O'Smith put down as a little cross-scissor field kick. Durbin's chasing it down. He couldn't quite gather it in. It's gone to ground. Referee says it's knocked on, so South Wales will have the turnover.
Smart kick from Moosdale. He knew he had 3 or 4 Crusaders players flooding up the middle, and Durbin takes that. I tell you what, that's a tough ask of Dave James.
Held, and then the ball was offloaded. The referee just says, bring it back.
Just wait. First tackle.
They've changed around a bit now, the Scorpions, because Ferrer's gone off the starting hooker, and Steve Parry started at scrum half. He's played most of his career at hooker, so it'll be interesting to see whether that has an impact now.
A little bit sloppy again, but the ball's kept hold by the Scorpions, maintaining possession. And reset the tackle count as well, says the referee. So here's Parry, ducking his way through, but Reardon couldn't quite get hold of him at first opportunity.
Hold.
Drags him down eventually. Looked a little bit forward as it finds Alex Jones. That's Joe Burke going through. The referee says penalty.
It's hard to argue against that one. The feet went above the horizontal. In fact, the feet were nearly the vertical and perpendicular and every which way but loose. He had one of each. Watch this. Ryan McDonald tips him up, and that's a penalty.
So a good opportunity for South Wales then to show what they can do in front of the sticks. 10 metres away. Parry with the tap, and along the line they go. Looking to get the ball away, but Chris Vitellini held on. Here they run again. Edging closer. Parry just directing them around. Step inside. TJ Collin underneath the sticks. And the referee says they has.
Step, try. You can see it coming. TJ under the sticks. Great footwork. Came back. I thought he'd lost his opportunity. Really did, but he's finished it well. Here we see. Step. Was he cut short? I thought he should, after his first step, he should have straightened and gone. Now go run for the line, but decides to come back inside again. Picks out 3 or 4 defenders to beat and gets the ball over the line. Great try.
I think they needed that as well, didn't they, the Scorpions? As we said, the momentum was just going against them. That's a good response from them, though. And TJ Collin, we spoke to the Scorpions media manager, Ian Golden, before the game, who knows everything about Welsh Rugby League, and even he doesn't know what his first name is. He said he won't tell anybody, so it's just TJ.
I wonder if there's a possibility it is just TJ.
He said he was keeping it a secret, so maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Made his debut last year. Welsh Junior International. Came through the Celtic Crusaders club. And in front of the sticks.
Game on again. Well, this is where I thought he should have straightened and gone straight for the line, but he knows best. He wants to beat another 4 people, and a big long reach in the grip and gets the ball over. Well done.
Definitely some talented young players, isn't there, Brian, in this Scorpion side? You know, they might be a bit raw at the moment, but they've got some talent and ability. You know, there's a lot to work with down here. It'd be terrific if we could make a go of rugby league in this area, wouldn't it?
Well, I just think it makes a huge statement that we've got this fixture. I think it says a lot about Wales Rugby League and the aspirations of young men that, you know, are more suited to our version of the game than the other version of the game. You can play both, and you can be better at one than the other, irrespective of where you come from.
South Wales will be buoyed by getting their first points on the boards. Another break as well. Parry looking to go inside. He's got support on both sides as well. Can he go himself? He's going to give it to Dalton Grant. And Dalton Grant scores South Wales Scorpions' second try in a couple of minutes. They've done exactly what North Wales did just a few moments before it. And just as we thought that the physicality in the large side of the Crusaders were starting to pull away, oh no, they've been reeled back in.
Great score. Great score. Great way to get back into the game and put it down to Parry. He sees the hole, takes out 3 Crusaders defenders, 4 Crusaders, runs past McDonald, keeps going. Did he blow his chance? Because Dalton Grant's there with it, and then gives it to the speedster, who finishes it easily under the sticks. Looks a really good prospect, doesn't he? Good speed, good athleticism. Dalton Grant, he's gone. He's not going to get caught from there, but Parry's the winner.
And Gareth, you mentioned switching Parry to play in a sort of his usual position of hooker, and it maybe has made the difference.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, he gave away that interception playing at scrum half, gave a couple of interceptions away, and straight away at dummy half, he's looked a little bit more at home. That was a terrific break, and as Brian said, what an athlete this Dalton Grant looks. He was looking for Grant as soon as he made that break. He must know how quick he is. Great try, and it's completely turned the game back around again.
So the extras then, but Dalton Grant, your try scorer, 22-year-old Welsh from Newport. Northern Rail Cup leading try scorer, scored 5 in the opening 3 rounds of the Northern Rail Cup. There it is, on hand. As soon as he got the ball, he was off.
You best believe that from step 1, Parry was looking to offload that ball. He didn't go that far, but he did really well. He exploited the hole around the middle, caught a few of those big Crusaders hanging around and ran straight past them.
So here comes South Wales again. I was just saying, buoyed by that first score for them. No doubt they'll be buoyed again. That's Chris Vitellini.
Knock on.
As he knocked on, getting back to his feet. Crusaders pressure.
That's probably the one thing that you didn't want, Ian. You've got yourself back into the game, you've had a bit of momentum, you've had a bit of ball, you've had a couple of scores, we're on the board, and an error in your own 10 metres on the exit set, so that puts a little bit of pressure on your team. Let's see if they're up to it.
Okay. Out. It's okay. First, move. Hold, boys, hold. Go.
Here's Durbin.
Okay,
Drops it back to Johnson, then to Brennan. Too many bodies around him.
Second, move. Hold. Hold.
Back on the line then, the South Wales Scorpions. Here's Durbin again.
Okay.
Now the man with 2 tries to his name, Middlehurst. Can't quite round parry.
Release him. Hold line, hold goal line, boys. 3. Go.
Durbin looks for the break himself.
4.
Taken over onto his back, but edging closer. John O'Smith trying to drive his way over, but ends up on his back. Held up, says the ref. They'll go back 10. Strong defence on the goal line from the home side.
So far.
On the line, Jono.
Still more pressure to come though, but here is the final tackle of this play. Durbin dummies it, then offers it back to Johnson. Gets the ball away, spun round. But is it already a hat-trick for Gary Middlehurst? It is. Over on the left-hand side, on hand, or is it Brennan? He's gone, no, it's Gary Middlehurst with his hat-trick inside 29 minutes of the game. A nice try before, one that we wondered whether he grounded or not, but this one spinning through, just an extra little pressure, pushing on.
Well, it's a speculation, isn't it, from Johnson, and Middlehurst happens to be there, gets the ball. It's last play, so they're expecting a kick. Joins the line, Johnson, and gets it out to Middlehurst, who finishes the ball easily, and that's just an element of concentration. I think Scorpions were expecting a kick on play 5 there, the last play for the Crusaders, and they decide to run the ball, and it pays dividends.
So just approaching the half-hour mark then. Crusaders back on the score sheet again. Just looking as well at the club records for the Crusaders in terms of a match. 3 tries have been scored by Andy Millsdale, Billy Sheen and Leon Brennan. Nobody scored 4. I wonder. Tommy Johnson with his attempt at the extra 2. Successful. We talk about sort of club records and stuff. I mean, it's probably worth mentioning how new these 2 sides are in terms of rugby league and sort of their development era.
Well, it's nice to set records, but I'm sure Gary Middlehurst isn't worried about any records at all. He's worried about being as positive as he possibly can for his team, and that's just a little bit of game sense really for the Scorpions, you know, in relation to where they were. They're excited, we just got back in the game, and you can soon be put back down with that quick counter punch as the Crusaders provided there.
Courtney Davis kicks us back off again then. Durbin with that headband, first to take it. Ryan McDonald. Shouts of the crowd of heave as he drives down the left-hand side.
Yeah, he's a bit of a favourite. I think he's retired 3 or 4 times, Ryan McDonald. He always gets talked around into running around again. And I think I read a story with him last week saying this is the first time in a long time he's played without big protection on his arm. He's broke his arm several times in his career, but he feels he's as fit as he's been for a long time, and he's been good so far this afternoon.
34, former Dewsbury, Widnes, Halifax, York, Whitehaven and Workington as well.
I think he is a Cumbrian kid, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he is, Brian. And Clive Griffiths has talked to him. I think he just comes down and trains once a week and then plays at the weekend. But he'll be an asset for them because he's another one of those experienced guys.
South Wales bringing the ball again.
Second, Andy.
Dived upon by Gorski.
Go. If you didn't rush, you play it quicker.
4 bodies there. Bouncing in the way of Chris Lation. Playing his first game of the year for South Wales side.
Left, wait.
It's Chris Vitellini held down. for the Crusaders.
Gary, time it too.
Out out by McDonald. From inside the 40, a kick from South Wales. Straight into the hands of Johnson, though. Bounces off one. Looks for the options as well. Here's Reardon this time.
He's not done much wrong, Tommy Johnson, has he, at fullback? He's been impressive so far.
He's looked strong, hasn't he? He's picked his moments. I think if I'm Dave Clark at the moment, I'm seeing all those big blokes in and around the middle. I'd probably stay there tactically. Here we see Johnson's return, and he picks out a couple of the smaller Scorpions defenders and barrels his way through on play one, which gives them the momentum. Then forcing Stuart Reardon drops the ball, trying to promote it. So another chance for the Scorpions.
Back with them, just inside their own half then. Knock on. Crusaders with just one tackle later getting the ball back. Warren Turley, our referee.
Back in, lads.
And here it is. Losing the ball. A couple of men on him at that point. Here's Brennan.
First, move. All boys, hold. Go.
Nice little break.
2.
So in Griffiths, that break, the son of the coach. Here he is with 25 on his back.
3.
Their replacement hooker, so Griffiths out to Durbin. It's cut back inside. Penalty for a high shot.
I'm sure it was, but
What an advantage.
Middlehurst again trying to probe his way through, and that's nice. Slipped over his head.
So they take the tap, and Middlehurst keen to get on with things.
How long? Move. Hold it. Wait.
Griffiths awaits the ball. Into Durbin. Along the line they go as well. Stephen Bannister.
Move, boys. Hold, lads, hold. Go.
Cutting inside is Massam. He's up to the line.
Short. 3, release it. Okay.
Griffiths trying to drive from dummy half himself. Take it onto his back. He's got the ball round. Warren Turley's having a good look. Saying that it's still in play.
Wait. Go. Play on.
Thought about going again, but the ball bounces up into the hands of Durbin. Kick along the floor, chased down, but seen out. Seen safe by David James. Diving through his in-goal area.
Called it free, lads. Offside.
Offside. The runner was offside, so it's a penalty then. Wasn't seen safe. It won't be a dropout.
Yeah, it's a fair call. I think he was. Well done, Touchy. He must have wireless that into the centre, as they say. IT, you see, that modern comms, that wireless that into the centre.
Far too high-tech for me. Ball comes away in the tackle, ripped away as well. 3 men hanging off.
Well, a score just before half-time for the Scorpions would be real handy.
4.5 minutes to go until that break.
Get back, boys, aggression! Let's get up!
They're inside the North Wales Crusaders half then. 10 points the difference. On the line.
Great catch, that's right on his shoulder.
Hold. Go.
It's Parry. Little step from Ash Bateman.
Wait.
It's just offered back a little bit too far from Courtney Davis, so Reardon was first on it for the Crusaders. Just sensing that change in momentum. It's a strong run from Hudson. Here's Reardon. Gets rid of one and another. Couldn't escape though, as he tried to round the third. Griffiths goes into Phil Bradish. Durbin again, looking for his options. Brannan was behind him. Still got the ball though, he's cut through. Little step as well, sees off the fullback. And he is over on the left-hand side. Jamie Durbin, the referee says, is he going to have a look at it?
I'm not sure.
He is. Warren Turley's going to have a look at it, or Dave Sharp is in particular, a video referee this afternoon for the Crusaders. Now Jamie Durbin scored a try.
Okay, Warren, we want to look at the obstruction first. If we can take it back to the... If we can have a wide shot for the obstruction.
Check it before as well, though, mate. See if we can cover it. I'll check that in a second.
Yeah, I'm happy with the obstruction there. There's no one interfered with on the... If we can take it to have a look at the grounding now. If we can slow it down now.
Just wait, Jamie.
Roll it through there. There's no contact with the ground there. So the ball's held up. Take it back out for the tackle. Okay.
So the decision is to not award the try. Great try-saving tackle though from David James on his inside his own in-goal area, but tackle 4 as the pressure keeps coming from North Wales. There's Tommy Johnson. Griffiths this time again looks to go himself. He's on his back inside the in-goal area, held up.
Great work from the Scorpions. A great initial break from Durbin, and should have scored, should have gone low and horizontal and got himself over the line, but again a great tackle over and held up twice in that set, the Crusaders, which gives the Scorpions hope.
Still with a bit of way to come out their own half, but a penalty will help them and do so.
Yeah, I think when you throw the John O'Smith one, they held him up over the line as well. They've shown some great determination in defence, South Wales, and it's just about keeping them in this game. And if they can come up with something here just before half-time, as Brian mentioned a few minutes ago, they'll set it up for the second half.
Not from where it is. Wait, go. Surrender!
Solid defensive stuff from the Crusaders.
Wait, go.
Phil Bradish again helping out with the tackle. The ball's come loose as well. The referee says everything's fair and legal.
Just Bateman's trying too hard for the Scorpions team. You can see he wants to be involved in everything and get forward in everything, and sometimes you just try too hard and things don't come off for you, and that was one of those occasions.
McDonald this time held up. Plenty runners. Here's Gort.
3.
Now with Bannister.
Move! Wait, lads.
10 metres away. Here's Bradish, just barraging his way through as he got the ball down. The referee says it's held up as well. More yet. Goal line defence from South Wales Scorpions, keeping them in this game. What's that? 3-4 opportunities that the North Wales Crusaders have had. Here's Bradish driving through, arms and legs and everything underneath that.
Great call and great D, scramble D from the Scorpions, but it's important that they handle these last couple of plays now.
Got to keep that pressure on, as maybe that pressure tells. Brennan on that left-hand side, just a bit too far in front of him, knocks on. South Wales back with the ball in hand.
Well, they create the overlap through Johnson, and he's a little bit low the ball, but Brendan's every right to catch that and get himself on the score sheet.
Yeah, I really like this Johnson. He has chimed in when he's been needed, and nearly every time he's touched the ball, something's been happening. And again there, he'd almost put Brennan over for the try. 10 points gap at the interval, probably a fair summation of the half, but the Scorpions still definitely in this game at the moment.
Ryan, head in.
So the final few seconds of this first 40 minutes then. Crusaders, many saying that they're going to be title contenders in Championship 1 this season. South Wales doing a great job, and especially their goal line defence in these sort of last 5 or 6 minutes of the first half, keeping them in this game ahead of that second 40 minutes, which is to come here on Premier Sports. Well, half-time And it's a 10 points difference. It's the North Wales Crusaders that lead the South Wales Scorpions by 22 points to 12 here.